your message. And for the last time, no. You cannot take our Blackbird out for a joyride. Stop calling about it!
Hey, Deadpool, it's Domino. So, I got another contract for you if you're interested. The coin is good, so just let me know. Oh, and regarding that other thing you texted me about, I can't. I mean, it was just supposed to be that one time, and anyway, just call me.
Deadpool, it's Peter Della Penna from High Moon Studios. You know, the guy you kept calling dickhead when you cornered me in the parking lot the other night? Anyway, looked over your proposal. Not gonna pretend I understand any of it, but the answer is no. We're gonna pass on your big game idea.
What? He said no? That was our chance to be in our own video game.
Maybe we shouldn't have written the proposal in crayon. Relax. You know he's gonna call back.
Oh, yeah, because of the...
Deadpool! Hey, it's Peter. You know, dickhead. Remember when I called you earlier and told you no? I'm such a joker, because I meant yes, of course. The new proposal you sent over this morning went off with a big bang in the office today. Genius. Just genius. So, sum it up, congratulations. Let's make a video game.
See? Once again, our explosive personality wins the day. High five! No high fives, we're voices in our head.
I've got my top designers banging away on a script right now. As soon as it's ready, we'll send it right over.
Script?
Deadpool, the anti-hero. I'll be honest, I don't follow comics much, so it shames me to say that I've never heard of Deadpool until a friend of mine showed me the trailer to this game, and then a few clips of Deadpool comics and videos. I was immediately hooked by the great sense of humor and the way Deadpool manages to break the fourth wall successfully. So when the game dropped to about $20 on GameStop, I jumped on that, and I could say I was not disappointed in one bit. I know Deadpool doesn't agree with scripts, but I don't work well without them, or else you'd see me stutter worse than Porky Pig going over a road full of potholes. So my challenge was to properly review this game and keep up with the spirit of Deadpool. In order to do this, I had to think about what I wanted to say, and...
It's so boring.
Make it stop! Damn it, Wade!
So anyway, yeah, that's how I wrote my script for this review. One last note. I can't say that I'm Deadpool's biggest fan. It's kind of hard to compete with this.
Lo behold! #1 fangirl is hot!
So, Deadpool is a mutant similar to the X-Men. He has the same healing powers as Wolverine, and as such, Deadpool calls Wolverine his brother, which naturally pisses off Wolverine. You won't see this too much, but it is present, along with the obvious annoyance feelings from other Marvel heroes. There's part of the game where Deadpool is actually trying to save Rogue. He even mentioned something about her being able to fly in the game, which she currently can't in the comics.
FYI for all you nerds out there getting all puffy over the fact that Rogue in the comics currently does not have the power to fly. Well, you can officially move out of your parents' basement, get a job and a life, and maybe, just maybe, you'll kiss a real girl.
Yeah, she flies in our game.
Yep, he touches all possible subjects. And since it's Deadpool, he will talk to you a lot. Plus, he can sing.
This is my jam!
You can't sing.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. See, he's like an angel. I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
This must be my style.
Before I really start going off track, let me say that the gameplay of the game is your run-of-the-mill action game. Deadpool runs around each level, killing every clone he sees, and alternates freely between melee weapons like swords, scythes, or a hammer, and long-range guns like pistols, shotguns, and plasma rifles. You can unlock weapons at any time by spending Deadpool points, which are found freely in stages, by killing enemies, and performing large combos. Ammo isn't exactly limited, but it's not so abundant that you'll just run around shooting everything that moves. At least you can switch weapons at any time, so if you run out of ammo with one gun, you can quickly swap to another and keep firing.
Hell of a thing, killing a man. Take away all he's got and all he's ever gonna have.
We are totally breaching this door and killing everyone inside, aren't we?
Time for some shameless cross-promotion. Player, cue that slow.
In addition, there are a few weapons that enemies may drop that you can pick up. In my opinion, they're not as good as the main guns that Deadpool carries around. Sure, some of them are highly explosive, but it slows Deadpool down considerably, so you have to keep that in mind. I guess I should talk about the item store. I've already mentioned that you earn Deadpool points while you play the game. When you get enough, you can choose to enter the store, or just let Deadpool remind you constantly to do so. You can upgrade multiple stats of your guns, like giving yourself some extra abilities or extra firepower or even ammo capacity. Deadpool's character abilities come into things like more health, some perks when taking damage, and so on. I found these to be a bit less useful than the weapon upgrades, but it's really up to your playstyle to decide what you want to unlock first. For the most part, you can unlock anything in any order. However, there are many weapon-specific upgrades that can only be bought once certain requirements have been met. For one, you have to kill a certain amount of enemies before some upgrades are purchasable. Second, there are many upgrades you have to purchase in order. You can't increase your weapon right to the maximum power setting. Of course, you need to buy the upgrades in order. It all works well, which is always nice. There are a few stealth segments in the game, although they are never really forced upon you. Well, except for one time. Any other time, it's just for quick kills. You can tell when you can stealth kill an enemy when Deadpool starts walking in an over-the-top quiet way. You can either execute a melee attack or a more comical gun attack. Either way, it's an instant kill. Perhaps I should talk about gun kata, or Deadpool's fighting style. You see that little momentum bar on the left side of the screen? As Deadpool is laying waste to the clones, this will rise. This will also increase when collecting tacos. Go figure.
Damn, Summers, what'd you have for breakfast? Smells like tacos.
You like tacos, Wade?
Oh, you know, I know this hot taco lady, Samantha. Oh, she makes the best.
Wade, what if you could never eat one of Samantha's tacos? Ever again?
What you talking about, Summers?
Mr. Sinister is going to kill Samantha, destroy all her tacos, and everyone else on this planet, unless you stop him.
Shit just got real.
Anyway, when the momentum meter maxes out, Deadpool can perform a special gun kata technique. This attack does a pretty decent amount of damage and varies depending on the weapon you have equipped. In addition, you can purchase additional attacks in the store, which can be done by a separate combination of button presses. You can see all available gun kata techniques and their availability on the left side of the screen. Deadpool really doesn't have a block button, so there are a few things you can do to survive. First, since Deadpool has healing powers, your health will regenerate quickly when not attacked for a short time. The screen will start flashing red in normal fashion when health is low, so if this happens, you may want to find some cover. Second, Circle activates Deadpool's teleport technique. He doesn't teleport far away, but just enough to allow you to escape an attack, and possibly get behind enemies for some easy hits. In addition, whenever you see an icon above your enemies, you can press it to perform a special counter. This will become an important attack option later on in the game, and you can often use this to both defend and attack. Believe me, you want to do this a lot.
Yeah! You know what else is good to have? Skills.
As you're playing, you'll notice that Deadpool isn't limited to just a standard 3D action game. Oh, hell no. Let's see, we have a Zelda-style 8-bit game.
This game isn't old.
We have a 2D action game. There's even a reference to a JRPG. Oh, you don't have to play one. But that's not all. There's also some areas where you're on a helicopter spraying lead at clones with a hijacked Gatling gun. There's also a whole carnival stage, which is amusing in its own right, mainly because Deadpool hates lions. The carnival stage has rail runs that feel like something that was taken directly from Donkey Kong Country. It ends with a giant carnival shooter where you're shooting at things that don't make much sense. Then again, this is a Deadpool game. There are some jumping puzzles at times. One of the worst is in the final level, where you're tasked with jumping across a bunch of floating platforms. Don't worry, because if you fall, there's not really any sort of bad penalties, other than just starting the jumping area over. When falling, you'll just be prompted to press circle to teleport away. I should mention that one of the earlier jumping puzzles involves a spinning wheel of chance, lots of lightning, and a cow.
Alright, time to make my own luck. $1 billion, here we come! What? A cow? Nice try, Wheel. There are no cows on Genosha. What the hell?
The platforms are a bit more inconsistent, so timing is everything. Oh, and although it's not really a jumping puzzle, you do get to control a robotic sentinel boot for a while. It does jump around for a bit, so yeah, a jumping puzzle, just without the puzzle. It's similar to the Gatling gun sequence in the first stage, but this contains a bit more random lunacy. I'll just let Deadpool show you what I mean.
It's cool. We totally meant to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna call bullshit.
Hey, bad guys, time out for a sec. Need to fix our boot. Come on! Button mash something. There we go. Well, that worked out a little better. Nope. Nope. Oh, shit! That's plan. Yeah, we told Cable this is a good plan.
Flawless execution, perfect timing. One of our finest moments.
I did poop a little.
All part of the plan.
Now, there are a few slight issues with Deadpool's game. Before I start on these, let's take a small break. Go ahead, pause the review, and then press the play button again when you're ready. Deadpool, cover for me. I gotta go piss. Let me know when the view is ready.
Still here, FYI. Come on, player, come on! We've climbed the mountaintop together. Don't give up now! This totally reminds me of that one time with those other dudes when we totally did that one thing and everyone busted up laughing because what's-his-name fell over into that other guy and we were all like, push that damn button!
Okay, we're back? Alright. For one, the camera has a slight tendency to get in the way at times. It doesn't happen often enough to cause any major concern, but it does happen. Something that does bother me is the lack of enemy types. You have your standard clones, some larger monstrosities, and a few boss characters in the forms of Arclight and Blockbuster. Sinister is the final boss of the game, but other than that, there's few cameos from the Marvel Universe. I already mentioned that you have to save Rogue, but other than that, you see Death, Wolverine, of which you get to show him Deadpool's unconditional love.
That's for making me love you!
You also have Cable. Cable has a bit more interaction with Deadpool, although Deadpool also has to get a few scenes with Death as well.
For trying and breaking people's hearts.
Wait, what the hell? Shit! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Ah! Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Could have done that with our eyes. Oh.
I just wish there were a few more cameos. Maybe a bit more bosses.
Arclight?
Go! I'll hold him off!
Wait, what? Who? D-list villains!
If you finish the story mode, or don't have much time, you can also play the challenge maps. In those, Deadpool is tasked with taking out a few waves of enemies as quickly as possible. If you do it quick enough and succeed at every metal challenge, you can unlock some extra costumes for Deadpool. Sadly, these don't carry over into the main game and are strictly for the challenge modes. This design choice is baffling, and I don't understand it. But hey, I'm not Deadpool, so I can't answer those questions. So by the sounds of what I've said so far about the Deadpool game, you'd probably assume that it's just your average action game. And you would be correct in saying that. But yet at the same time, I highly recommend it. Why is that? Because the game stars the merc with the mouth. Fucking Deadpool. I mean, come on, he's the shit. The game is filled with a ton of humor. And Nolan North does a hell of a job with Deadpool's voice.
That's an America fuck yeah moment right there.
Let's start right with Deadpool's apartment. You'll quickly learn how much comedy is lying in wait for you to come find it. You are free to interact with several things in Deadpool's apartment. You can play with his dog.
So, how's the ball licking coming along? Red Rocket! Red Rocket!
You can make breakfast.
love the smell of pancakes in the morning.
You can even, well, see one of Deadpool's extracurricular activities.
Don't make me do this, please. Oh, baby, you're the only one for me.
She always looks so surprised to see us.
If this game had a shame meter, it'd be full right now.
And it doesn't stop there. There are moments where Deadpool will counter a situation where you just need to press a button to continue. If you wait for a bit, Deadpool will state multiple things. It's best in these situations just to wait until Deadpool runs out of things to say, because you'll probably at least get a chuckle from many of these things. In fact, if you don't laugh at all, just stop playing the game. You're not going to enjoy it. As you're playing it, Deadpool will constantly taunt both you and your enemies. That's right, he will bash you, whether you're doing well or not. If you die, he'll taunt you. When running low on health, you'll be told to play better. Hell, he'll call you a noob when using a shotgun.
Really? A shotgun? Can you be more...
It's all classic Deadpool, which is really what makes the game. Sure, he doesn't shut up, but that's the fun of it. The lines don't get repeated too often, and when they do, it's not like it's a huge deal, because it's usually hilarious either way. Now, I can see if you played the game 100 times in a row, that they would probably get annoying. But if you're just doing a standard once and done playthrough, it won't bother you. There will also be times where Deadpool will just randomly stop the game and phone the developers, saying there's problems with the game. This typically happens when Deadpool goes off script and makes a bunch of explosions, which therefore effectively eliminates any remaining budget that was set aside for the game. As such, Deadpool funds the rest of the game. It's all something you would expect in a game involving Deadpool. I think I'm done here. Deadpool may be average when it comes to the gameplay, but the comedy is unmatched. The game will make you piss yourself laughing.
Oh, dang it time!
At least, it did for me, and I'm not even a huge comic guy. I will admit that I got a bit more into Deadpool after playing this, and I am definitely looking forward to the movie coming out next year. Overall, if you're a fan of the character, Deadpool is a must-play. If you're not, but you like dumb humor, still a must-play. If you're a cold, heartless asshole who finds nothing funny, still give it a shot because you might actually grow a small little bit of heart. If you're just like regular games and you're not really a big fan of Deadpool though, feel free to pass. Final score? 8 out of 10. This is Reaper, Facebook.com/ReapersReviews. Happy fragging.
Launch sequence initiated. Aerodynamic stabilizer activated. Carpool lane buddy, seated and comfy. Advanced propulsion systems online. Of course, we need fuel.
Once this baby hits 69.9 miles per hour...
Is that Deadpool?
I didn't sign up for this.
Click.